everyone! If you're watching this video, it is because you are interested in learning about VIPKid. VIPKid is a company that allows you to teach students in China ESL one-on-one. When you are teaching, you are using their portal in kind of like a Skype mode so that they see you and you see them on video. You are presenting a already pre-made curriculum, which is about the same as a PowerPoint. So you really don't have to do any prep time, which is great if you're a busy working mom like myself. The great thing about VIPKid is that they already provide the curriculum, so there's very little prep time. The only prep time you really need to do is if you want to add a prop into your classroom to make it a little bit more exciting. So who can do VIPKid? The people who can do VIPKid is if you have a bachelor's degree in any field and have at least 1 year's experience working with children. That could mean being a coach, that could mean being a tutor, working in the classroom teaching, daycare teachers, counselors. They're pretty open to your experience working with children. So as long as you can say that you've had a year experience working with children, then you're good to go. When? So the great thing about VIPKid is that they are very flexible. You can pretty much just open slots when you are available. There is never a time that they're going to tell you when you have to be available. So for me, I like to work when my kids are sleeping, whether that be in the morning or night. VIPKid is based off of your time zone, so it really depends on where you live. For me, I'm on the eastern coast of America, and so I am 12 hours difference from Beijing, China. So if I have a class booked for 6 a.m. my time, it's really 6 p.m. their time. So it's really great because that's the typical time that they want to learn, and that's a good time for me in the morning when my children are sleeping, either on the weekends or before I'm going to my brick and mortar job teaching during the week. So it's really great that in that way for me. I can also teach at night because 11 o'clock p.m. for me is nighttime, but my kids are sleeping, and 11 o'clock a.m. for them. So it depends if it's a weekend or if they're working on their lunchtime to get some English classes in. So that's always a great opportunity there. I'm actually in the middle of classes right now, so I'm trying to pay attention to the time. Okay, where? So you are teaching online. So the where really depends on who you are and what you're doing. So I typically teach, this is my classroom, in my basement. So when I'm either in the morning or the nighttime, I just go right down to my basement office and I go and I teach there. Have I taught anywhere else, you might ask? Yes, I have. So I recently, over the summer, went on vacation to Cape Cod. I had some classes that I had already booked and I was ready to go with them. So I just brought my stuff with me. I brought my laptop, my charger, my headphones, and then I just went. So yes, I didn't have my classroom behind me, and it was okay. I just found a room that had a blank wall, and then I just went from there. I honestly didn't really have to worry about bringing props because your best prop is a whiteboard. You can make anything on a whiteboard. There's also some great apps that I would go into in further detail later, but there's an app called Apples to Apples, and they provide all kinds of reward systems and a whiteboard on there as well. So you can kind of just take everything you need with you. So you can travel. People have been to the Bahamas on their vacation and they still wanted to teach. They brought their equipment with them and you were fine. The only thing I would say is that you have to worry about your time frame, your time zone. If you're going somewhere where the time zone is changing, you need to be mindful of that on your app. But again, we can get in more detail about that later. So my why. Why do I want to teach? Well, first of all, teaching online, for me over the summer, I'm not technically working, so I get to teach online with students across the world. So for me, that's pretty phenomenal that I can even do that and make extra money. I used to tutor last year, but I just had my third baby a couple of months ago. So now it's really difficult to have to stay after school and tutor. So now I just teach online at home when my kids are sleeping, when it's convenient for me. So I really like that aspect of it. And I just love teaching, and I've never taught ESL before, and I absolutely love it. VIPKid makes it really easy for you to get into the classroom, feel comfortable, and again, they provide all of the curriculum for you, so you never have to worry about trying to figure out what you're teaching and how you're going to teach it. So for me, it's a win in all situations. So yeah, I've answered my who, what, when, where, why, and then here's my most frequently asked questions. Is VIPKid an MLM company? The answer is no. So MLM means like the multiple level marketing companies. It is not. So the only way I make money off of other people is if you use my referral code, which I will link if you're interested. I can mentor you through the process of becoming a VIPKid teacher. I would get a one-time bonus that's fairly small. It's $100, and that is it. I would never make money off of how many classes you teach, or you would never even make money off of other people doing the same thing. The only time VIPKid offers you to make money off of having other people join is by your referral code, and that's it. I would still always be there for you because I just think it's fun interacting with other teachers. I get to talk to teachers from all over the world, which I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. But yeah, that's the only kind of extra like commission or bonus, as people want to call it, off of VIPKid. Everything else is based on my abilities and my strengths and weaknesses and certifications and how I would want to branch out. It's all based off of my work ethic, so it has nothing to do with anyone else. Another question I'm asked frequently is, well, how do you know, when you're going to work or whatever? So they provide pretty much like an appointment book digitally, and you can go on and you just open the slots that are good for you. So if there's a week that I'm just like, I'm going on vacation and I don't want to work, or my baby's sick and I'm not working this week, I just don't open slots. I don't have to report to anybody. I don't have to say anything. I just won't open slots, and then I just don't get booked. It's as simple as that. Some people have gone on extended leaves for maybe a month or so, and you can contact VIPKid in that situation and just be like, I'm leaving for a month. I plan on coming back and opening slots. I just need a break right now. And they're pretty cool with it from what I hear. So it's really flexible. I guess they used to have a quota back in the day, but they don't anymore. So it's pretty fantastic. If I just want to have a Sunday off, I just don't open it and no one cares, which is awesome. Again, so you can just open whatever slots work for you. And when you get your calendar, it will tell you when the peak times are for you and your time zone. So for example, if the kids are more likely to book in the morning, they'll say that on your calendar. So if you're wondering when you can open slots, it will show you when the best chances are for you to get booked. I'd say the other thing that people ask me about is pay. What do you get paid? So you get paid per class. So it could be from anywhere from like 7 to 9 is what they first hire you at. The most frequently I've heard that people get hired at is around 8. So say you got hired at $8 a class. Well, each class is 25 minutes long, and then the last 5 minutes they give you for feedback time. So if I teach 2 classes in an hour and I'm making $8 per class, I got $16 per hour. But then they add an incentive that as long as you're in class on time, they will give you an extra $1. So technically, if you're making $8 a class and you arrive on time, you're kind of making $9. So you could be making $18 an hour for teaching, which is fantastic because I'm not spending gas money to get there. I'm not driving to a drive-thru to get food or drink. I'm just literally, I come down in my pajamas and then I put on my shirt that I've made and then I just go and teach. So it's awesome. You also don't have to have an orange shirt. I mean, orange is just a color of VIPKid, but they do just prefer you wear like maybe solid colors and shirts that aren't too busy because it can be distracting. I have an Etsy store, so I make shirts, and so I figured I'd make myself a shirt. Let's see, what else can I answer for people? So there are actually, while I get onto the incentives, there are actually a bunch of other incentives and bonuses that you can do. But they do go into greater length, so I would make a separate video for that if anyone's interested. So I think I've answered my most commonly asked questions. But if you have any questions that you want to ask, please just leave them in the comments below or reach out to me. I will link everything in the description box if you are interested. Again, my referral code, I will help you join VIPKid and get started, and I can answer any questions for you as you go. I'd love to have other teachers join. So there's about 600,000 students that need teachers, and there's only about 70,000 teachers. So when people say, Risha, we need teachers? Yes, we do. VIPKid, I believe that's why they give us an incentive to get teachers to help join this journey with us, because they need teachers. So they add that referral bonus to us to help share, which is great. It's really phenomenal. And if you become a teacher, then you get to refer your friends and get that $100 bonus. So again, if you're looking for any help, I would be more than happy to help you in this journey. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.